YouTube is testing a format where hitting the skip button after 5 seconds no longer clears the ad from your screen. The video you clicked on resumes, but a branded card tied directly to the ad you just skipped stays anchored over the player. It sits there until you actively click to dismiss it. A single media buy now delivers a short-form video impression, followed immediately by a static display impression. This dual impression event requires media planners to rewire how they measure campaigns, calculate recall, and design creative. This chart shows the brand recall deficit. Forced view ads hit 76% recall, but since 76% of users skip, recall drops to 64.6%. The sticky banner acts as a secondary touchpoint, keeping the logo on screen to recapture lost retention. Because of this, advertisers are going to see a new data category: post-skip banner impressions. Planners have to isolate these for actual video views, otherwise they will artificially inflate their overall engagement metrics. The pricing model you choose dictates the financial impact. In a CPM, or cost per mil campaign, you pay a set rate per 1,000 impressions, meaning this format will spike your total on-screen time for the exact same budget. In a CPV, or cost per view campaign, where you only pay when a user watches 30 seconds or the full ad, these post-skip banners could yield free secondary impressions. A skipped ad is no longer a total loss. It operates as a measurable mechanism for sustained, passive brand exposure. To make that passive exposure work, the video ad has to establish brand identity within the first 3 to 5 seconds. The viewer needs immediate context for the static banner that will follow. One way to do this is the direct problem and product drug. You call out the audience's specific pain point instantly, then cut straight to a product shot with a permanently anchored logo. Another framework is the face and claim. A recognizable spokesperson delivers a bold statement, while a lower third graphic spells out the brand name and the exact value proposition. You can also use an action hook. Here, a high-energy product demonstration leads directly into a spoken call to action that perfectly mirrors the text on the upcoming sticky banner. If the initial 5 seconds fail to clearly identify who is speaking, the persistent banner left behind is just disconnected noise. This wireframe shows the ideal layout for a frictionless banner. It needs to be instantly recognizable and positioned in the lower third, so it avoids obscuring vital video content like subtitles. The structure is strict. Place a high-contrast logo on the left, cap your center text at 5 words, and anchor your call to action button on the far right, directly next to the dismiss button. Viewers are already irritated by the extra step required to close the ad. Minimizing visual clutter and making the exit path obvious is the only strategic way to offset that frustration. This test merges 2 distinct ad types. Media buyers are now purchasing a video impression and a display impression within a single unit. Planners need to update their analytics dashboards immediately to segment out these post-skip engagements. At the same time, creative teams must audit their current inventory to ensure they hit the 3-second branding rule. There is a high risk of audience fatigue. Adding a mandatory click to clear the screen introduces real user experience friction, which historically accelerates the adoption of ad blockers. Brands that balance front-loaded video creative with frictionless banner design will capture the most value in 2026. Those who ignore the mechanics of the dual impression event will end up paying for invisible impressions.